What's going on, everyone? Q here for Wednesday edition of Q's Cuts inside the friendly confines of the AM 1490 Sports Betting Radio Studios. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share on the YouTube channel Rich Q on Q. Follow me on social media at Rich Q on Q. So life comes pretty fast at you, does it not, in the NFL? We'll get to the breaking news with Carson Wentz on the move again in a moment, but as we talked about on air on Tuesday, Aaron Rodgers finally gets paid. It's a 4-year contract. Still, I'm not too concerned about the dollar, so to speak. I mean, it's going to be a boatload of money. He doesn't need the money. It's going to be a lot of money guaranteed. But the fact is this. Ultimately, you knew he was going to finish his career up in Green Bay, even though he said last season was supposed to be the last season, the last stand, the last dance. No, come on, man. Are you kidding me? That's a load of crap. Aaron Rodgers just basically wants the respect that he believes he demands, and rightfully so. He's an all-time great. Am I going to stick him there with Montana and Brady? No, I'm not going to do that. You know why? Because ultimately on his resume, right now, he only has one Super Bowl win to account for. And that's being fair, man. He's had a lot of playoff choke jobs, a lot of playoff failures. So he's got to prove himself. Now, when I say prove himself, he's an all-time great and a Hall of Famer. But for those that want to stick him with those other two and say the Mount Rushmore, go out and win another Super Bowl. Then it comes down, same day, mind you, Russell Wilson, who everyone believed would never get traded away from Seattle. And I told you, look, man, quarterbacks get moved, players get moved all the time. So for the asinine clowns out there that were saying, in 30 years of covering the NFL, it'll never happen. Where are you today? You guys are basically backtrack and you're in hiding, right? And you kind of know who you are. Look, Denver backed up the bus. They gave a boatload of players and draft picks, but they are in this mode right now, right? They're in this win now mode. Younger players, they got the defense. It's going to be a hell of a tough time to do it in that AFC. But Russell Wilson gives you a substantial chance here, a big-time chance, right? When your Super Bowl odds go from 25-1 to 12-1, with Buffalo, Kansas City, and Green Bay only better, that tells you what the quarterback means. So no disrespect to the Drew Locks of the world, but hey, man, Russell Wilson is a major, major step up. No disrespect to the Teddy Tuchlas of the world, but you're talking about a Hall of Famer in Russell Wilson who should have 2 Super Bowl wins if it's not for a great defensive stand and questionable play calling late in that game against the Pats a couple years ago. So Wilson's on the move. That's going to be a heck of a conference and a heck of an AFC West. We'll talk a little more about that in the 5 o'clock hour today. And then the news comes down, I would say about an hour or so ago, it's reported that Carson Wentz is on the move again. So by all accounts, he's going to Washington, his 1-season pit stop in Indianapolis. The numbers weren't that bad, but late in the season, questionable plays, questionable judgment, bad turnovers. The Colts kind of faltered towards the very end. They brought Wentz in because they believed they were a playoff team. It didn't pan out. So Carson Wentz goes from the golden boy with the Philadelphia Eagles for the first couple of years, a perennial league MVP before he tears up his knee in 2017, puts up sick numbers, to never being able to get into the playoffs, right? I mean, think about this. He was always dealt with those injuries, and the one time we thought we were going to see him in there, he gets knocked out of the game, so be it. What else is new? To one stop in Indianapolis to now Washington, where he's going to face the Eagles twice a year. So he's gone from perennial league MVP before an injury to trending up now to what looks like to have a journeyman quarterback career. So we'll get into a ton of NFL today in the 4 and 5 o'clock hour. Keep it locked in to AM 1490 Sports Betting Radio. And again, appreciate you guys tuning in to another edition of Q's